Congratulations, pilot. You have been selected for the Special Operations Branch of Galactic Terran Intelligence. You passed GTI's rigorous medical and psychological examinations, and your record of service with Admiral Poe and the GTD Intrepid has been exemplary. You will lead Alpha Wing of the 91st Phantoms. As a pilot for the GTI, your missions will involve highly sensitive combat and containment operations. These assignments are covert and classified. Violation of classification protocol will result in court-martial and possible execution under the Counterintelligence and Espionage Act. The primary objective of the GTI is to provide Terran Command with accurate and comprehensive information regarding the tactics, technologies, activities, and strategic objectives of forces hostile to the GTA. GTI is divided into 3 branches, each with its own fleet and each focusing on specific areas of intelligence. Special Operations, headed by the GTD Krios, specializes in strategic assault and containment. Our missions involve high-priority objectives in situations too sensitive, dangerous, or volatile for standard GTA forces. Intelligence, led by the GTD Soyokaze, specializes in infiltration and espionage. Intel primarily conducts reconnaissance and surgical strikes, and its missions are planned to provide minimal combat exposure. Research and Development, commanded by the GTD Repulse, specializes in the development of cutting-edge technologies. R&D's missions involve the deployment and field testing of advanced weapons and warship prototypes. As an officer of the GTI, you will have access to these technologies before they become available to GTA pilots. Normally, the 3 branches conduct joint operations in concert with one another, directed by a single command fleet. Unfortunately, the loss of the GTD Legion in the Battle of Deneb earlier this year has forced us to decentralize our operations somewhat. We will be taking our orders directly from GTA High Command. All efforts to restore contact with Earth have failed. As you know, the Sol jump node in Delta Serpentis collapsed shortly after Allied forces tracked and destroyed the Lucifer during its subspace jump. We believe the explosion of the Lucifer's 5 reactors created a subspace cataclysm that closed the node, perhaps permanently. The cataclysm seems to have also closed the phasing nodes to Deneb and Beta Aquilae via some sort of chain reaction. We currently have no way to access the Sol system via subspace. As Terran scientists work toward re-establishing contact with Earth, an interim GTA command center has been set up in the Delta Serpentis system. Cultural and political differences have threatened to undermine the Terran-Vasudan Treaty since its inception. After 14 years of warfare, the relationship between the GTA and the PVE has been plagued with mutual distrust, misunderstanding, and a failure to comply with the treaty's mandate of full cooperation. Preserving the fragile peace treaty is of the utmost importance. Both the Terran-Vasudan War and the Shivan War have taken a heavy toll on our fleets, so our species must work together if we are to have any hope of defeating the Shivan threat. As an officer of the GTI, it is your responsibility to conduct yourself in a manner worthy of your station, both in battle and in your personal interaction with Vasudan colleagues. Should tensions escalate out of control, Special Operations will brief you on the appropriate method for containing the situation. You are being issued with a new Leech Cannon prototype. The Leech Cannon drains the power supply of enemy fighters. Use the gun to disable afterburners, energy weapons, and shields. No subsystems targeting is required, just point and shoot. The Leech Cannon is an anti-fighter weapon with minimal effect against larger vessels.
At approximately 15:30 hours, Terran and Vasudan fighters repelled a Shivan attack against Outpost Fermi, one of our primary communication terminals in Vega. During the skirmish, Terran pilots fired on our Vasudan allies with intent to kill. Terran Command fears that if the PVE learns of this incident, the treaty and our hopes of defeating the Shivans will soon collapse. The motives of these pilots are unclear. We do not believe their actions represent a large-scale insurrection within Terran ranks, but the situation must be contained. Your objective will be to sanitize the area to prevent news of this incident from spreading beyond our secure zone. Destroy everything but the GTI communications terminal. The loss of innocent lives is regrettable, but necessary to preserve the Terran-Vasudin alliance and defeat the Shivans. You must not fail. We have a window of 5 minutes during which we must complete this operation. Staying any longer risks detection by GTA or PvE forces. Get in, do your job, and get out. Good luck.
Pilots, you have 5 minutes to complete your objectives. The Krios will jam long-range communications to prevent any ships from transmitting beyond our containment zone. Sanitize the area of all hostiles. All voices must be